What are closing costs? How much will I need to budget for them when buying a home? The answer to those questions right now. Hey, it's Krishna Perkins here in sunny Northeast San Antonio, Texas. Well, at least it's sunny today. Who knows what the next hour will bring in the weather here. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like and subscribe if you find the content helpful so that you're notified when I publish a new video. So before you buy a home, it's important to plan ahead. While most buyers consider how much they need to save for a down payment, many are surprised by the closing costs they have to pay. To ensure you aren't caught off guard when it's time to close on your home, you need to understand what closing costs are and how much you should budget for. So what are the closing costs? Bankrate explains it like this. Closing costs are the fees and expenses you must pay before becoming the legal owner of a house, a condo, or a townhome. Closing costs vary depending on the purchase price of the home and how it's being financed. In other words, your closing costs are a collection of fees and payments involved with your transaction. According to Freddie Mac, while they can vary by location and situation, closing costs typically include the following: government recording costs, appraisal fees, credit report fees, lender origination fees, title services, tax service fee, survey fees, attorney fees, underwriting fees, and in many cases, prepaid taxes and insurance, like here in Northeast San Antonio. So how much will you need to budget for closing costs? Understanding what closing costs is included is important, but knowing what you'll need to budget to cover them is crucial too. So according to Freddie Mac, just quoted, the costs to close are typically between 2 and 5% of the total purchase price of your home. Now, with that in mind, here's how you can get an idea of what you'll need to cover your closing costs. Let's say you find a home you want to purchase for the median price of $366,900. Based on 2 to 5%, Freddie Mac estimates your closing costs could be between roughly $7,500 and $18,500. Keep in mind, if you're in the market for a home above or below this price range, your closing costs will be higher or lower. Now, what's the best way to make sure you're prepared for closing costs? Freddie Mac provides great advice for home buyers, saying, as you start your home buying journey, take the time to get a sense of all costs involved, from your down payment to closing costs. With this advice in mind, one of the first things to ask your real estate agent for is a market summary. This allows you to form an understanding of what a given home and its current condition might sell for, and what kind of cost assistance you can possibly expect from the seller. For instance, here in Northeast San Antonio, last year in the area, the average seller contributions to buyer closing costs were $3,755. This year, the average seller contribution is now $7,099. So not every single home sale is going to see those numbers. Some home sales will not include any closing costs paid by the seller, while others will see the average amount or higher. So the bottom line is, it's essential to plan for the fees and payments you'll be responsible for at closing. So if that's of interest to you and you want to learn more, let's connect. I can help you feel confident through the process, and I'll see you on the next video.